So finally, here we are at Gun Lab 2021. You know, I made that video about this place back in June or so, and my phone rang the first week of July, and I wound up traveling from that point, first week of July, up into the first week of September. Did about 8,000 miles by ground. I drove most of it, which is pretty amazing because just a couple years ago it was a big deal for me to be across town in a car by myself. And I got to cross the Rockies again by myself. That was kind of bucket list for me. Anyway, I wound up coast to coast. It just, it's like a light went off and all my people started contacting me. I have family I haven't seen in 10 years. Sorry, I got to take a sip. And so it put off everything that I was doing, but I got caught up with everyone. And one of those trips was a trip up to Wyoming, just because there was a truck up there that I wanted. And I'm going to have to make some video about that truck pretty soon because it's an unusual truck. And there's nothing about it on the internet. And that's always been kind of part of my philosophy here, you know, is, at least back when I used to make video. I mean, let's be honest, I don't make a lot of video anymore. But was to fill in the gaps, you know, try to inspire people and then fill in gaps of missing information that's available online. And that's kind of what I'm going to do right now. You know, I want to show what I'm doing here, and well, part of what I'm doing here kind of turned into this. I'm working on intermittent mechanisms, learning, you know, I'm just learning. I got a Harbor Freight mini mill here, and man, I've never run a mill before. You guys know me, I'm hold my beer, I got a torch and a drill, you know. So I'm pretty excited about having access to even this amount of precision. David Hare, I've still got your little lathe, and it's coming out here too. But this is all still kind of a mess, but I'm very behind on this work that I want to do, so I'm just kind of juggling, you know. I'll get around to, I need some shelves and a workbench out here. But I'm working on this intermittent mechanism. I want to learn about those because I'm working on a big design that I hope to patent, and I needed an intermittent mechanism in there. And the most common one is the Geneva mechanism. The Geneva mechanism was a problem for me because they're very expensive. If you go to buy one, and I need it in steel, and there's a place online, you can probably Google it up yourself, you can find the Geneva mechanism, little Geneva mechanism for like 250 bucks. Well, I can't very well spend 250 bucks on a Geneva mechanism and expect to include it in something that, you know, that I hope to sell with that kind of overhead. Doesn't work. Doesn't pencil out. So I was trying to solve that problem, and I found this company called SendCutSend, and they're a laser cutter. So I designed a Geneva mechanism. Didn't design it. I mean, the thing was designed back in the 1800s. It's, you know, steam age tech. But anyway, I drew one up in CAD, pulled the STL file, uploaded it to these folks, and for like, I don't know, let's say $5 to $7.50 per piece that I needed, they had it back to me in a week. And I was going to tell you guys about this anyway, because a lot of you guys I know are involved in 3D design, where you work in plastics, combinations of metals and plastics, and you know, I know there's still a lot of metal guys out there. Well, if you think back to what I used to do on this channel, you know, at one video, I was drawing out designs that I had in my head, because I just wanted to share that information, you know. But as a backyard guy, so many of those pieces, there's no way you could make that, right? Well, this solves that problem. You can get laser cutting cheap, is what I'm telling you. I mean, let's have a look at this stuff. from those nice folks. They did an email blast and they said, hey, are any of you people content creators? You know, we've got an opportunity, we'll give you some cutting if you'll do some content. Well, here we are, we're doing it. This is a paid commercial announcement, sort of. These parts here, I've got 18 parts on this card. This is how they send it to you. It's all covered in plastic, right? Well, they sent me a $100 credit. And so what I thought I would do is, I'm going to print $100 worth of stuff. This is what $100 will get you at that company. I'm just amazed. This is 18 pieces ranging from, these are basically just washers, and these are washers with some cuts in them. But this is the Maltese cross for a Geneva Mechanism. And that's basically what these washers are, is the other half of it. I'm just astounded. You know, I was going to tell you guys about this stuff anyway, but that's $100 worth of what they do, and I'm just blown away. Let's look at one. Look at that thing. I'm just so excited by this. For a backyard guy to have access to this, I think this was about a $7 piece. You can design whatever you want, and that's 1/4 inch thick steel. They've got a variety of metals available. They've got a full list that you can choose from. I'm just blown away. I mean, I was going to tell you about this anyway, but they wanted to give me $100 worth. I'd show you $100 worth. I'm just astounded by this stuff. And they work. I mean, yeah, there's a little cleanup to be done. I'm just blown away by this. I'm probably a little too excited about this. And believe me, it's not over $100 card of stuff they sent me. It's just, it blows my mind. You guys that watched the channel ages ago, you probably remember when I was getting back on my feet, I made this video about living in the digital future, you know, and that was just the idea, getting involved with the sharing economy, I guess they called it. I drove for Uber for a little while to get back on my feet and get things going. Unfortunately, I didn't have to do that very long because it worked. And now here I am, getting to be a designer for myself, working on my own computer, drawing in CAD and sending out my drawings to have parts made, and I have them back in a week at a price I can afford. The tooling for that is like way beyond the reach of me, but I get to invest in the other things around that, which makes it possible for me to do the work I want to do. It occurred to me that, you know, a lot of people are very interested in making knives. You know, my head's very much around mass production. I turned 57 this summer, you know, I'm not a kid, and I missed out on a lot of earning time there because I was very ill, but I was thinking about the knife guys, you know, surely they have an array of steels that you can choose from. You draw your knife profiles in CAD, upload your STL file, and it's like, make knives to order or whatever. You don't have to have the tooling investment to actually create knife profiles. Just invest in the actual grinding to create the blade and the few tools it takes to make the scales and do the polishing, and you're a knife maker. And I mean, you could literally mass produce them based on the fact that you can have your profiles cut in this way and have them in your hand in a week. You could almost work to order that way. But anyway, that's just something that's been on my head. I don't want to make knives, but if I did, man, that's exactly how I would do it. Anyway, I wanted to share all this with you because I'm flabbergasted that this is even possible, and the price of it. It just puts so much power in your hands, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody that watches, you know, the Unknown Cat is aware of it. Because I know there's a lot of guys out there that are working in 3D and combining plastics and metals and you know, making them work together because you can't stop the signal. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.